Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Pathfinder Kingmaker. Vamos lá. No episódio passado a gente deu uma explorada boa aqui, né? Só que eu acho que eu já peguei, eu tava dando uma olhada aqui, eu peguei as 3 chaves lá, né? Só não sei esses espelhos que eu não cheguei a ver. Só achei um, eu acho. E aí tem um rapazinho aqui. E eu não sei se é alguma porta que tá faltando eu achar.
All according to plan.
Tem o primeiro andar aqui, deixa eu...
Focus on the goal.
Porque em um mundo eu sei que eu limpei quase tudo. No outro acho que tá cheio de bicho. Mas aí eu não sei se vai precisar
Time's not waiting.
de matar essa galera todinha, né? Deixa eu ver. Aqui tem, ó. Segundo andar, né? Dá uma olhada lá no segundo andar. Tem umas portinhas que não abriam. Vou dar uma olhada geral pra ver.
Enemy approaching.
Começa assim.
The weak suffer.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Won't kill me!
Not wasted.
I'll keep this up. I will survive.
Definitely will be.
Survive. I always survive. I always survive.
Part of the plan. This was not part of the plan.
My path at an end. I see it.
Survive. I always survive.
I'm wounded. This should do it. Calm down. Not dead yet. This was not part of the plan.
Comecei muito bem.
All according to plan.
Pera aí. Deixa eu ver aqui se dá pra mudar pra o... Isso aqui é pro primeiro andar aqui. Caralho, é muito confuso essa parte. É tipo o mapa duplicado, né?
In due time.
Para o segundo andar por aqui, né? Aqui nessa parte como é menor, eu sei que eu limpei o mapa inteiro. Deixa eu aproveitar e Ver se agora tá... Eu preciso me curar urgentemente. Tá sem condição.
That is not far.
Tá. Ficar entre... Isso.
Time's not
Você
waiting.
vai tirar a lanterna. Passar na primeira névoa que tiver aqui. Bora, gente. Bora, gente. Como é que não tá passando nessa aqui, seu caralho? Foda mesmo. Tá, vem pra cá então.
I know what to do.
Pronto, agora volta aqui. Tem como me curar não? Sacanagem. Ah, tá aqui. Agora vai.
In due
Agora
time.
sim. Pronto, amigo. Vamos aqui pro segundo andar, né? Esse primeiro espelho aqui.
All according to plan.
Vamos ver as portas que tem.
Follow my lead.
Quando eu enfrentei aquele cara, né? Que abre. Abre. Eita. Salva logo.
In due time. I am prepared. That is not far.
You. The mistress punished me for failing to deal with you. And look, her favorites, the Gnurly Witch and the Wriggling Man, have also failed. Think not of me. Did I not tell you that the shadows behind your back is always her? And the sound of footsteps in the dark, always her. Turn around.
My hound. You have run so long to finally meet your mistress. Oh, if you only knew what punishment is. But you don't. And you never will. I shall take your life and transform it into the last grain of dust in my cup.
I'll cut you.
Tá o cálice.
My kingdom, my own kingdom, turned to dust. Become the 1,000th grain for the apology. What would you have me do? Ask for forgiveness? Beg for mercy? Oh no, I won't beg. I know better than anyone what it means to lose and lose everything. I didn't ask the eldest for mercy as they laughed at my foolish boldness. I won't ask you either. You are my reflection. Just a little luckier. If ever you stand before immense power sweeping away everything you care for, don't bow down, just as I didn't.
E agora? E agora? Vou arriscar, mas depois eu acho que eu faço um load
I
pra...
looked for it for such a long time. So long that I forgot why I needed it. But you, why do you want to return what I lost to me? What does justice mean in matters of the soul? In the games of great powers, in the beating of a living heart? It's just a word, and nothing more, if that's all that moves you. Do you know what you're asking? I'm a prisoner in a game of someone else's invention, and I can't break the rules. If I take the slightest risk, the punishment might be terrible for both of us. On the other hand, I have nothing else to lose. Can you say the same? Oh, what is this? Hearing your voice was like hearing myself. Bold and young, unbroken by the curse. I took a risk back then and was defeated. Must I continue to obey those who destroy me? No, you're right. May the Lantern King be gone, together with his conditions. I won't ask for forgiveness. I will stay with you, my victor. We will see if we can rule the world together.
You've truly upset me, King of the Sand Castle. So much that I find no joy in playing the masquerade anymore. Are you ready to remember that I am a voice from another world that you've heard since you first set foot on the Stolen Lands? A harbinger of doom and change. I am dust and echo, a memory of the past. I am the one who revealed to you the truth about the fallen goddess, who gave you the light capable of dispersing the mist.
I am the one who began this story, and I am the one who will end it. I am the eldest of the First World. I am the Lantern King.
You stoop to taking a role at your own theater? How petty of you, eldest.
To drink without quenching thirst. To climb a mountain that has no peak. I staged the performance and you left it without a finale. You took away Nyrissa, my precious toy, carefully crafted of despair and wrath. I could reduce you to dust, revive you, and turn you to dust once more, here and now. But the universe abhors an elegance. So instead I shall repay you with your own coin.
Strange fate can be. A moment ago we were enemies, and now we stand shoulder to shoulder against a demigod. My kingdom is in ruins, my 1,000-year journey is at a dead end. So why do I feel so alive? The Lantern King, he who cursed me in the past. Are you baffled? That's perfectly natural. Few can understand the games of the eldest, even I barely can. Our lives are toys for them, our fate's a ball of yarn. To knit or to cut, to tie knots or make loops. Is there a difference? Can I put this vast abyss of sense into words? I'll try. The Lantern King likes performances. In one of them, you and I turned out to be the main characters. It's little surprise that he was watching you. He likes masks, hints, and vague words, the meaning of which is revealed only later. But he didn't like the end of the story, and he wants to rewrite it. That doesn't bode well for either of us. We've little choice but to go through the portal and find out what he has planned. Can't you guess? To your kingdom. The eldest is there already, with all his wrath. There isn't. But remember, on the other side is your world, not the eldest's. Each king is stronger on their own land. So let us go.
Bonita não vem não?
If you wish to see your kingdom, I will wait for you.
The ages-old drama had drawn to its finale. The story of Nyrissa's torment was complete, and now it was time to face the most difficult trial yet. Defeating Nyrissa, we brought upon ourselves the anger of a creature much more ancient, powerful, and frightful. We took the Lantern King's favorite toy, and now the full power of his curse came crashing down on us.
Something is wrong. We were supposed to leave the First World, but my cup is broken. The blood and pain of 1,000 destroyed kingdoms are oozing from its pieces. I feel them. I do.
How wrong I was. What better than an unexpected finale for such a performance? I had to change the setting and the main character, but so what? Well, don't you see? The city and all your lands have been transferred to the First World. Shadows of the inhabitants of all its ruined kingdoms have escaped the cup and are taking revenge on the living for all their sad fates. Old enemies arise from the ashes and forgotten sorrows are reborn. A sad story, but always amusing. I wouldn't expect anything else. Seeds sown long time have sprung. Do you remember an insane old man on the road from Oleg's trading post? Our first encounter? I told you back then, once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. A curse for the future king. That is what these words were. You are connected to your kingdom, and you will be ruined along with it. Just as Nyrissa's main sister suffered from her curse. sufferings, so will your followers suffer with you. The First World is washing over this land like a wave, and it will devour your souls with it. I'll leave you with this knowledge. I think I'll take my old toy, since she was unequal to this performance's.
You've toyed with me for 1,000 years, eldest. Have you not grown bored? I'm still not strong enough to resist you. But I'll never give in. You have time.
Fight if you wish, King. I'll take my place among the spectators.
Caralho, não, peraí. Que coisa chata do caralho esse negócio de ficar mostrando. Mostrou o jogo todinho, agora tá mostrando. Esse objeto, meu. Aí. Pronto, tá ficar doido agora. Tá entendendo porque que ele tá fazendo esse balão aí. Muito chato isso.
Enemy approaching. This will hurt.
Bleed for me.
Get yourself exposed.
I'll cut you.
As it should be.
Era isso.
It is finished. All according to plan. Be victorious!
Grant you death.
Running won't help you!
Cannot hide from me.
Stay behind me!
In due time. Follow my lead.
If it isn't my greatest mistake. I was sitting in my fortress and drinking, when I should have come here and burned the damn trading post to the ground, along with everyone inside, on the very day you appeared in the Stolen Lands.
Finish it quick.
Your life ebbs low.
Let us strike as one!
Reinforcements!
Nowhere to run.
I aim true. Your strike wasted. Let's try this way. This should do it. In due time.
Time for fun.
You dead.
Let's see what they're made of.
Do not falter!
Our victory is certain.
What a waste.
All according to plan.
Oxi. Aqui eu já vim. Eu acho que a entrada era por ali, né? Da outra vez que eu vim, pelo menos. Bora. Aqui o tempo é curto. Não, tá ali. Eu não vi, o bicho tava bem escondidinho. Tá aqui.
To victory!
For me.
A calculated
The
risk.
beginning of the hunt.
As it should be.
Stay
Strike when
behind me!
certain.
Hold up!
Just as this voice.
Bora, galera, anda.
Doing it!
Só espero que
Nowhere to run.
não apareça aquela naga de novo. Ela é horrível de chata.
There you are, of course. After all, you couldn't miss it. A mimic cannot exist without a model, nor a villain without a hero. You don't have your own journey or your own story, for you are merely a chapter in mine. Do you remember when we last met, you said you'd rule my lands? For the good of your subjects, wisely and fairly? So what? Did your ruling bring your subjects much good? Are they satisfied? Are they happy now? Is the toady fairy happy? Is your governor happy who turned into my fool? And what do you think Irivetti is? A sack of skin filled with bones and guts that once decorated this room so beautiful? Look around. I am everything I was and all that I could be. All the legends composed about me. My glory was too great to fit into one body. Here is Irivetti, wise ruler. Irivetti, invincible warrior. Irivetti, cunning trickster. Irivetti, sacred champion of Calistria. Well, let us begin. It's time for you to become a part of my...
Approaching.
Bleed for me.
Let's try this way. In due time.
We will prevail!
Let's finish them quick. I aim true.
The dust.
Didn't even break us.
Thank you for your help. I cannot lie, we desperately needed it. I fought people and monsters alike, but none of us were ready.
His Highness always comes exactly when needed. Not a minute early, not a minute late. One could say punctual. Really? So you don't...
We were hoping you could tell us. It must be the spells of the Fae. Or who else did you manage to enrage? This mist is no mere fog. It bewilders the senses and makes you wander in circles. But phantoms are worse. They appear from out of the mist, and there's no end to them. I heard reports that something strange and frightening is happening in your lands. I gathered my best troops and came to your aid. Alas, we became lost in that sorcerous mist, and then those shadows came out of it. Praise the gods, we stumbled upon Sertova's army, which was also coming to your aid.
Yes, it was an unexpected but pleasant encounter. A joy, in fact, to see familiar faces here.
Even combining our forces, we had little chance of holding the line for long. Luckily, a guiding light soon glimmered through the mist, and then you appeared.
It's not easy to find the way through the sorcerous mist, but with your magic lantern, we can do it. Go, and...
Until then, I can't deny it. This mist had me worried. But now I see you have the situation in hand. I'm sure...
Until then, Your Highness, I don't know what an extraordinary disaster you've brought upon your kingdom, but I see now...
That is not far.
My search was not
a trivial matter.
Let us strike as one.
Time for fun.
Oxi, tem que ir pra onde?
As it should be. That is not far.
Bom, lá eu já ajudei, né? Não é isso? E agora?
In due time.
Tem.
Does it?
Chega de tentar.
You were the one holding the magic lantern that led us from the mist. For some reason, I knew it was you. At least, I'm coming to your rescue, of course. The Tiger Lords don't abandon their friends in danger. And I see your trouble is serious. Well, you have the lantern, of course. Go and defend it to the last. We never...
All according to plan.
Peraí, deixa eu ver se não tá faltando nenhum canto, né? Pra ver.
Down better ones.
Bullseye.
Didn't even break a sweat. Follow my lead. Into. That is not far.
Aqui só tem uns monstros, né? Mas é nada assim. E agora, para onde eu tenho que ir?
Beginning of the hunt should do it. An exhausted outcome.
You are a welcome sight, Your Highness. Look what the damned eldest did to our city. As soon as we entered, the ground started trembling silently under our feet, and then it gave way and fell apart. But why am I telling you this? You probably saw the whole thing for yourself. So, our team was stuck here by the gate, together with a whole horde of beasts from the First World.
Happy to serve you, Your Grace. I mean, Your Highness. Right. Damned fool thing. Never mind. I'm not sorry for any of it. I'm not exactly myself, Your Grace. Did you see the Stag Lord and the others who appeared from the cup? Well, I returned with them. Let the priest decide whether I'm alive or not, but no one has released me from service. I'm here now, helping as best I can. Yes, Your Highness. I'll talk to the soldiers now and then catch up with you. Something strange is happening up ahead. There's some monster lurking around.
We will be victorious. Just said exposed. I grant you calculated risk.
I'll cut you!
Onwards!
Nowhere to run.
Look at me, Gorum!
Como é que eu vou chegar lá? É aqui mesmo.
I aim true. For me. Nowhere to run. This will hurt. Let's try this one. True. Left yourself open. As it should be. Our victory is certain. This should do it. Strike when certain. Didn't even breathe a sweat. No strike wasted. In due time. cannot hide from me.
See what your entrails look like.
Follow my lead. That is not far. In due time.
Let's finish them quick.
Run. I aim true. No mistakes. All according to plan. as it should be.
Stay behind me!
I didn't even break a sweat.
Bleed for me.
An expected outcome.
Left yourself exposed.
I didn't even break a sweat. An expected outcome.
Bicho, aquilo não era o fragmento. Que porra era aquilo então?
A calculated risk. Enemy approaching. Yourself open. That is not far. Follow my lead.
Bring
Now
it!
to the beginning of the hunt.
The weak suffer. I endure.
This will hurt. I didn't even break a sweat.
Let me go! Tear them apart!
victorious!
We will prevail.
Let's try this way. Try this.
Nowhere to run. No strength wasted.
Look ahead.
Your life ebbs low.
Due time. Should be. In due time. All according to plan. Follow my lead.
What a waste. Hear me.
In due time.
Running won't help you!
What the hell?
As it should be. In due time.
Follow my lead.
Still hiding behind masks, eldest? Isn't it time you cast them away?
Words, words. How little value we attach to them, and how much they truly mean. But I've grown tired of words and prophecies. I will no longer predict chaos and death. Instead, I will show them to you, myself.
Oh yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses!
They go down!
You don't seem to like my curses! Maybe I like my jokes better?
This should do it.
The time for laughter is past. It's the hour of hunting and chaos.
Do not falter!
Dead yet.
Enough! Time for masks is over. You risk challenging an eldest, and I accept the challenge. You will fight not a mere embodiment, but my true essence. This is my essence. I don't need magic or servile monsters to destroy you. Words are enough. Yes, words. I once told you, words spoken in the right time and place possess the power of the storm. You lightheartedly answer that you know what your power and essence are. Duty, and the desire to make the world a better place. I remember your answer. The world remembers it too. Your answer, your heart, your essence. Now, cursed key. I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nyrissa's ability to love. What you called your essence is yours no more. Let us continue. We both wear a crown. But what do you want? A meager patch of land, a few thousand souls? My dominion is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. Your power is nothing compared to mine. And that is why you are helpless before me. You will take my every blow as a divine punishment, as something imminent. I'm curious what you think of me, cursed king. Do you see me as a villain or a simple joker? In truth, well, you'll never be able to conceive of the truth. Being an eldest means being one of the many strings that hold the world in place. Being an eldest means being such a vast and self-sufficient value that one's equals become strangers and one's inferiors are entirely insignificant. I am an eldest. Laughter, guile, transformation, that's what I am. Being what I am, I will let you feel a modicum of my loneliness. I will take away your pillar of strength. Good. You can play with words. Let us see if you can withstand the heat of my fire.
To the dust you will go.
A calculated risk.
I don't remember sensing it for a dozen millennia. But what's next? How will you end this story? Listen, I know I'm elegant and refined. The hero defeats a deity in battle. Impressive, it grants the victor power and immortality. The hero enters the chambers of the deity to become his champion and herald, eternal, powerful, equally glorified both in the first world and in Valerian. His kingdom healed from its wounds and flourished under the rule of the immortal champion. A beautiful ending, isn't it? And this legend is yours for the asking.
Trust the laughing lie. Don't do this. Not after everything you and I have endured because of him. I can give you immortality and power, though not as much as the Lantern Kings. Perhaps we won't be able to stand against the...
How sad it is to hear you, Nyrissa. Thousands of years for nothing! You haven't learned a single lesson. Never learned to atone. But what do you say? Did I tell you I don't like dying? Well, I don't. Perhaps we should stop this pointless exercise and speak seriously? What do you think? I can let my misguided protege go wherever she likes. Knowing her, I'm doubtful she will become a humble exile.
I won't. I've come too far to go back. It might take me 1,000 years and thousands of deaths, but I will find a way to get back at you, eldest. I suggest we do not kneel. We are both cursed, you and I. But so what? The curse can harm you only as much as affliction touches your kingdom. But now, with the eldest wounded and bleeding, his henchmen all slain, I can return your state to the material plane. It will heal its wounds, and so will you.
And what role in all this shall I play, trespasser?
The role of the vanquished. I know you will hardly accept a defeat, eldest. You may try to attack us again, but we defeated you once. And we will do it again if we must. I'm ready to fight you forever if I have to.
Well, that is easy. I will return your kingdom to Galarian and strengthen its connection to the First World. In their homeland, the Fae can endlessly return to life. I will give to you the same gift. So long as you remain an enclave of the First World, death within its borders will never threaten you. As for the prize, I'm offering you the position of a servant. Believe it or not, I am lonely. Divine power and immortality are a heavy burden. To accept it means losing all your friends and companions, but you can find allies and reliable assistance. This is what I'm looking for. A herald and a general with whom I can share eternity, and together we'll play 1,000 wonderful pranks and spread our power across the First World and further. Much further. So be it. This performance has run its course. It would be unwise to continue. Besides, I have no love of dying and returning to life. My fellow eldest are very good at playing especially intricate pranks at that exact moment. You were cursed by my will. By my will, you are now freed from the curse. May the shackles be broken, fetters be loosened. What's been stolen will be returned. What's been divided will be made whole again. I say farewell, and release your kingdom to the material plane. Go, be glad of your ordinary mortal life.
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering us, the king returned to his subjects and celebrated the victory and the end of the kingdom's miseries with great fanfare. Everything gradually returned to normal, including our exciting lives. Not always peaceful, but also not troubled by invasions from another world. And little by little, our heroes and the common folk began to forget the sorrows of the past. Sometimes, on clear spring nights, the king saw dreams. In them, the nymph Nyrissa, fierce and wounded, battled the Jabberwock, died, and returned to life, again, and again, and again. Under the wise leadership of the king, the stolen lands became a true country. There was still much to be done, of course, and some of it will need to be finished by our heroes' descendants. But there are no longer cut purses on every corner, and the peasants aren't afraid some new self-proclaimed chief will show up and strong-arm himself into power. Just half a year after the war with the First World, Galt moved its troops to the southern border of the kingdom. Their attack was rebuffed. The enemy state's infantry retreated when the army's wizards brought down rains of fire and magical arrows on the heads of the flabbergasted enemy soldiers. Since then, Galt hasn't risked crossing any borders again, fearing cruel retaliation for further insolence. The king's subjects praise his generosity, while citizens of neighboring lands groan from crippling taxes. Citizens of the stolen lands have it pretty good. Truth be told, the treasury isn't always capable of paying the royal bills, and the throne room's adornments are clearly decaying. But sometimes you have to buy the people's love. Literally. The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, never sparked the fires of civil war. Through great effort, our king managed to bring both parties to the negotiating table. While Rostland didn't gain its independence, it did receive wide autonomy rights. Our relationships with both House Sertova and the Sword Lords are respectful, but they've become lukewarm. Because of us, neither side got everything they wanted. Led by careful, level-headed Dugoth, the Tiger Lord's tribe reunited and started to lick the wounds left by the erratic Armagh. Little by little, they once again became one of the strongest mercenary armies in the region. Dugoth always assured our king of his friendship, but the king always stayed on his toes, understanding that anything could happen when that old fox is around. Pitax almost returned to its former state, a joyful city filled with beers of dubious quality and deals of questionable legality. The old trade houses lost the crown, but they retrieved the property Iravetti had taken from them. Soon, Pitax became almost like a second capital in the kingdom, a thriving city through which rivers of money from across the region ran. Unfortunately, we get much less of this money than we would like. Governor Liachenza turned out to be helpless against widespread embezzlement. Self-administration turned the Academy of the Arts into a strange place. The court sycophants were quickly ousted. It turned out they weren't welcome when there wasn't someone like Iravetti constantly ordering odes to themselves. In their place came a motley, unpredictable crowd. Eccentrics, fashionable authors of popular prints and cheap novels, charlatans, scribblers with delusions of grandeur, as many as 3 feuding experimental theaters, and even a few truly unappreciated geniuses. The Academy is not only highly esteemed, there's no place like it, even in Absalom. Trolls and kobolds, 2 of the most savage native peoples living in the Gnarl Marches, were completely exterminated in the region. The forest paths became much safer, and the peasants' cattle have stopped going missing. Bartholomew Delgado still serves the king loyally. From time to time, he orders peculiar mechanisms and substances from all corners of the world. After receiving them, he spends a few days bragging about some great discovery he's about to make, then ends up gloomy for a few months. Then he receives another package, and the process repeats itself. At night, chilling screams are often heard from his laboratory. After enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned into a real city. Daring settlers decided to conquer the vast, wild expanses of Dunsword, and despite all odds, they succeeded. The modest colony that almost vanished at the hands of an ancient lich turned everything around to become a thriving city with lively river trading. Agay, the Spriggan leader, learned a valuable lesson after surviving his meeting with the king and even regaining his tribe's home. Don't try to occupy seemingly empty settlements anymore. Instead, the Spriggans settled across Dunsword's wild borderlands and proclaimed it as their domain. Keeping the peace in a situation like that seems like the stuff of dreams, as evidenced by the occasional lost patrols and stolen cattle. Peace reigns in the caves beneath the old sycamore. The kobolds and mites continue to explore the depths and learn simple crafts from each other. Rumor has it, the first mite kobold wedding even happened not long ago. That said, settlers still aren't rushing to build new homes in the area. Some kind souls even put up warning signs along the roads. Beware, traveler. Steer clear of the old sycamore. Another inscription soon appeared over the sign, though. No keep going treasure ahead, honest. Oleg's trading post continues to thrive, attracting even more travelers. Much to its owner's displeasure, a small town is springing up around it. Despite Oleg's grumbling, he and his wife are well regarded by everyone, and Svetlana was even elected town chief. Jod remained loyal to the king to the end of his days, healing the sick and generously sharing his austere wisdom with anyone who wished to hear it, and some who didn't. Having fulfilled his duty to the ruler, Erastil's priest peacefully departed this world, surrounded by friends and disciples. Breinhardt became a loyal ally and trade partner of the kingdom, and Darwin himself had been seen as a frequent guest in the capital. The elegant monarch of the neighboring kingdom has broken many hearts at court. After his visits, many young guards and servants have been seen staring through windows, sighing wistfully about something. The lizard folk of the Longtail tribe returned to live on the shores of Candlemere, but they couldn't return to their ancient way of life. Living alongside people, the lizard folk adopted their behaviors, habits, and even religion. More and more of the Longtail tribe pray not to the spirits of their ancestors, but to Erastil or Gorham. They even began to forget their original language. I hope someone writes down their songs and legends before they all sink into oblivion. Evindra was glad to see the Lantern King's plans turn to dust. She spent some time helping restore the kingdom after the calamity, then returned home to the First World. They say the rebellious spirit of her cousin Nyrissa awoke within her as well. Evindra is said to recount our story to the Fae, encouraging them to question the power and might of the eldest. After the victory, the storyteller abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation. He eventually bid farewell to the king and left his lands, but I suspect the inhabitants of Golarion haven't heard the last of this mysterious traveler, for his own story is hardly finished. Amiri stayed close friends with Nylak, but she remained a pariah to all the other members of the Six Bears tribe. Despite all the wisdom of their new chief, the tribe never found its place among the unfamiliar plains and cities, and they soon broke apart. The two friends left the kingdom together, setting off to find their own adventures. Enough that it would take a separate book to tell them all. Valerie stayed to serve the king, but not for long. She soon laid down her weapon to start her own family. Valerie married a simple farmer and bore him 2 beautiful children. They settled away from the capital, where she was soon forgotten. Harrim became famous, respected by dwarves throughout our kingdom as well as our neighbors, even as far as the 5 Kings Mountains. He's often been asked to help out or teach others, and he's never denied anyone, despite his grumbling. Some people even listen to his preaching. Lucky for us, there's a lot less howling about the end of the world now, and more wise words of moderation and humility. Not all of his disciples turned to Grotus, but everyone took away something useful from his teachings. Octavia didn't stay still for very long. Soon, she and Reg went to Numeria and started a huge slave rebellion there. They didn't manage to destroy the Technic League, but to this day, slaves speak their names with admiration, and slavers with terror. Over the course of their journey, the two grew as close as ever, leaving their quarrels and resentments behind. After returning from Numeria, Octavia settled in her mother's house and became the king's advisor and loyal companion. Rigangar left for Numeria with Octavia to start a slave rebellion. Over the journey, he really matured and learned to understand others, as well as how to control his anger. After he returned, he took a position in the king's court. Being both formidable and charming, he inspired fear in the hearts of some and lust in others. There are even some rumors that he almost talked Octavia into marrying him, and possibly even continuing the Della Fiorni line. Once the war was over, Tristan kept his promise to Sarenrae. In the middle of celebrating the king's victory, the priest suddenly disappeared in a flash of light, vanishing forever. I hope Sarenrae didn't take the Movonic Deva's memory, so her servant might still remember us and the stolen lands. Or if she did, I hope he was at least able to forget everything about the lands in which he endured so much suffering. Ekin spent a few years in the Stolen Lands, and in that time won glory as the most rugged monster hunter in all the River Kingdoms. The Ranger exterminated even the most harmless of the monsters around the capital, then moved on to other lands and new victories. They say the ruthless avenger and slayer of wild monsters made it as far as Katapesh. That's where his trail went cold. I'm afraid Ekin may have become the prey of one of his targets. Jubilost returned to the life of a traveling explorer, frequently visiting his favorite kingdom. He said so himself. His famous work studying the First World all opened with a dedication to his longtime companion, the King. Another name was also mentioned, 2Z, my guide and inspiration. Admirers would ask Jubilost many times about this mystery lady, but he would only chuckle, hitch his knapsack on his shoulder, and return to storm the vast expanses of the First World once again. Despite all the woes that befell the country, our king remains a strong leader. Many noble houses from neighboring lands wouldn't hesitate to be related to him, and they regularly send a variety of marriage proposals. As for myself, the author of this book, Lindsay who never chose a pretty nickname, I stayed here, within my own book, to watch what happens in the kingdom and one day write this epilogue. I hope, oh honored reader, that you learned something important from this story, or at least were entertained by it. And now that it's concluded, I have only to set the final period and go silent forever.
Beleza, galera, vamos ficar por aqui, né? Espero que vocês tenham gostado da série, né? O jogo é muito bom, muito denso, né? Muitas missões, muitas histórias, como todo RPG, e é isso. Se gostou, deixa um like, compartilha, se inscreve e valeu!